You can't just write down a goal. I want to be rich, I want to be rich, I want to be rich. It doesn't work like that. I want to be rich, but every day I'm going to do this, and it's going to get me to that richness.
So, this is Journey Strong, episode 3. So, as you know, this whole channel was dedicated to talking about people's journeys and just giving a bit of feedback of people who I respect, and people that I know, people that I don't know, and just getting into their story and really getting a good understanding of where they came from that put them in a position that they're currently in. Now, I'm really looking forward to this guy.
No.
Really looking forward to it. And I'll tell you the reason for why. Yeah. Because for a lot of the audience that I believe support me, I don't use the word follow, it's a weasel word, but support me, I think you're going to get some massive value from this dude. Purely and simply because I think he's been really in a position that a lot of the audience have found themselves in or finding themselves in. And he has demonstrated, and is continuing to do so, how you can turn your life around and come off the roads and do something a lot stronger, a lot more positive, and a lot more long lasting. So, very good friend, very good friend as well. So, without any further ado, I'm going to big him up nicely. Carl Wilson Dennis.
Yo, what's going on, man?
CW Diz, right? CW Diz.
CW
Diz is the
What's
sign.
going on, man?
Very good, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, man. Yourself?
Stellar, man. Stellar. He's secretly downed like two he said stiff drinks.
I've had a long week, man. I need
week.
set, man.
Yeah,
Ease the nerves.
Mate, there's nothing to be nervous
come
about,
on,
man.
of
You're a
course,
G.
man.
You're a
Of
G.
course, man.
All right, so I guess the way we're gonna roll this, I want to do a lot of it impromptu. So I'm not gonna talk too much about the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I like to do always is start off just to give a bit of context. Where are you originally from?
What do you mean? What in terms of area?
Battersea.
Always, yeah, Battersea. Grew up in Battersea still.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Because I think what would be nice to talk about and get straight into was what school life was like for you, that sort of era, because you went from that era down a path, and I think that path is the interesting part, because that led on to certain things in your life. So let's start off school life. What was school life like for you? Take me through a bit of that.
School was fun for me. It was, the learning I wasn't great at, I'm not going to lie, but football, man, that was it. I used to love to play ball. That was it really, man. Just done what I could, really, but I don't know, man.
Did you enjoy school or anything like that nature?
I enjoyed school. I think school's fun. I didn't enjoy learning. I just done what I could and just sort of got through it, to be fair.
Would you say in school, did you go to like a rough school?
No. I went to a school called Latchmere.
Okay.
And it was a multicultural school. Like, different races, religions. So everyone was just, you know what I mean? It was a good school. It was a good upbringing I had still.
Fine. And then because the main thing about you, where I first met you, was that you were a baller.
Yeah.
Who did you take me through some of that? Because I think that's where I first started.
I've been at Kingstonian, Tooting and Mitcham. I've had loads of clubs, non-league football. I had a short stint at Brighton for a bit, and then just went into non-league, man.
So I guess what I want to break down and really go into is that. Let's start off with that journey. Yeah. Because would you say that you were surrounded by badness, bad breeds?
No, it's hard. I come from a family of,
we have to open up
criminals. Yeah, I come from a family, and I think for me, that sort of excited me, innit? You know what I'm saying? So I sort of saw, it was more my dad's side of the family. So I saw what they were doing, and they were sort of in and out. And that sounds silly to say I was impressed by it, but they was in and out of jail, and I thought, I like what they, not what they done, but
See, this is what I want to get into.
Yeah.
This is really what I want to get into.
Yeah.
Because this is where people find the gems.
Yeah.
Because my father was a baller.
Yeah.
And all he knew was business.
Yeah.
So for all his sins and all that he did.
Yeah.
He did show me about business.
Yeah.
So it's really, really important to understand that,
Yeah.
you know, we are fathers. We can be our father's seed. We can be very, very impressionable by our surroundings. So I kind of want to get into it, and I'm not saying that you have to hot anybody up.
Yeah.
But I want to get into some of what that was like, because I know some of the people that you were around. I know what some of the people did. Do you know what I mean? I know what some of your family members were like back in the day. I know that there was one particular guy that if he was around, it's a fucking problem for everyone, even your brethrens. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's nice to just to get into a bit about the family life, because big family. How many of you are
there? Well, me, Holly, Claire, Nicholas, Luke, 7. But it's sort of a mixture between my mum, my dad, stepdad, and all that. So probably 7, I think, all in. I'd say. Okay. So some of them stepbrothers, half sisters, half. Do you know what I mean? But it's still my brothers and sisters to me. There's brothers and sisters. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Sweet. So you've got this sort of family. Did you all grow up around the sort of Battersea Southwest area?
Yeah. Well, I've got a sister that lives in more like Woolwich area.
Okay.
That's on my dad's side.
So go into tell me a bit about the surroundings you were in, because what I want to do is I want to paint a picture and understand properly how a man was in that surroundings, engrossed himself in football, then went a slightly. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, I had a good upbringing, bro. Like, my mum was, she'd do anything for man,
sick.
like literally. But I don't know, like from young, I just wanted to get money, bro. That was it. Like any little thing that could happen, can I make money from? That started from young, like year 7.
Okay, so tell me a bit about this.
So,
high school hustler.
I think man's first hustle was, man used to go to Woolworths. Remember Woolworths? Record bag, spiffy bag. I knew the kid because I went to school in Putney called Elliot, innit? Some of the kids in there were quite posh. They wanted Parker pens, innit? So man would go to Woolworths, nick Parker pens and shot them in school. That was man's first little getting dough sort of thing. And then year 8? I think year 8 was... Remember they used to leave newspapers and magazines outside the shops? I used to get up super early, go and lick all the magazines from outside the shop and sell them in school. You know what I'm saying? And that, it just sort of progressed from that year 9, had a little weed line and you know what I mean? It just sort of progressed from
you had a weed line at year 9?
Yeah.
So this is what I want to get into.
Okay.
This is what I want to get into.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a line. It was more like, this is the thing. For me, it was always what makes money. So in school, I'm in year 9, everyone's buying crow, I didn't smoke. But, cool, I can get weed though. So I'm going to get that and make the dough. It was never about like being a bad boy. It was for me, it was never that. It was just like, what makes money? So I knew that would make money. So I jumped on that. But it wasn't like continuous. Is that I might get a Z that might last a couple of weeks, but I might make a bills off it, whatever. But that's all right at that age, isn't it? I'm like 13, 14, so it was, you know what I mean? It was calm.
See, this is what I want to just because, like, for a lot of people that will watch this, there'll be some that can relate. Yeah. There'll be some that won't understand that a 13, 14-year-old is thinking like that. Yeah. No, so,
I grew up. We grew up. I'm not even saying we grew up quick. I just loved being on the road from young. Like I was going to school at like 5 with my brother. He's 8. It was about maybe a 10, 15-minute walk. But I was just out there, just guy, do you know what I mean? Then just watching sort of elders, what they're doing and how they're making dough. Like on our estate, we knew where all the there was crack yards and not going like I was on a mad estate, but we knew where everything was. We knew what heroin and crack was from young. We knew there was kitties and this and that. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't really a big thing for man, bro.
So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Because for a lot of people out there, quite understandably, being 13 and 9, where not even just what crack is, but where the crack houses are, shapes your view. Yeah. It does. It shapes your view because for every one of you, there's 10,000 that no way their parents would shield them from that, and they just never exposed to it. Yeah. So what I really want to get out is how you're feeling at that age to make you go, you know what? Yeah. Is it lack? Is it like for me?
Yeah.
I know that what made me really on it was what my dad showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when he disappeared and we were bruck,
Yeah.
it brought something out
You
of
had
me.
to do something. Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like understanding what your background was like. I know your mum. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you. I know you had a wicked upbringing
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
But something made you go, do you know what? Yeah, all right.
I think it was just money, bruv.
Yeah.
I just feel, I just wanted dough, bruv, from young. And that's the thing as well. I feel like, obviously I always played football and I was a good footballer, innit? From a kid I was good, yeah. But I never put my focus into football. If I had someone, and it's not, I'm not blaming, I'm not upset that I never made it as a footballer. But if I had someone that was, because you find like when you go to even when I was younger, like you go to a football club, you go on trial, you think, oh, these men ain't better than me. But then as you're leaving, you might see their dad in the Mercedes outside, like, you got to try to say, cause so you know, like, wow, they can pattern their youths and get them in there. Where some of the man, them, like, I'm coming up on a trial, I want to train on my own at like 14, 15, whatever. They might look at that and think,
Support network is real.
100%.
Support network is real.
100%,
And this, do you know why I love this?
Yeah.
Because as we progress and we talk about you and your family now, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Because support network is fucking real.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I take for granted, like, my son has a ridiculous support network.
Yeah.
The amount of people that drive him here, do this, do that, and people take for granted what that can do. And what I'm talking about is, for me, I feel like it starts to shape the mind young.
Yeah.
Like, Phoenix won't think of what hustling which
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
Bearing in mind he's going to be 13 next year. Could you imagine Phoenix with a line asking if you want a Benz? It's jokes, isn't it? It's just what happens.
Even when I think of Caden, I think, wow, that's mad. Like, by the time I was your age, like,
Different.
I knew, but to be, well, I mean, for him, I've shown him quite a lot. That was my decision to be like, you know what, this is this, that's that. So a lot of things for him don't really phase him for already, which I don't know. That was my decision. Where I've shot, like, when we was, for example, he might have been maybe 7 or 8, and we was driving and we pulled over and a kitty come to the car and he was trying to sell us washing powder. And Caden was like, what's that? And I just said to him, like, he's a drug addict, innit? That's what he does. That's why he's got to sell this stuff. That's what it is. And I didn't want to hide that from him, innit? I just told, that's what it is. Certain things I'm not going to tell you from too young, but
I don't think there's anything
yeah,
wrong with
for
that,
me, it's
making them aware.
Yeah.
So let's go back to, you're in school age.
Yeah.
Was you shooting for like an older?
No.
You was independent?
No, yeah.
At that age, yeah? Fair play.
Come on, bro. Fair
play. You were just holding the line.
But
Fair
like I
enough.
said, it wasn't like, when I think of like youths that shop now when the older drop their food, and it wasn't really like that. It was just a thing of like, I will know somebody who can get man a Z. I'll just go and get a Z, bag it up, go in school, like, oh yeah, I've got, you know what I mean? It might take me, I don't know, a couple of weeks to get rid of a Z. It wasn't like I had a line where I'm going in, I might get a Z, make a bit of dough, and not have nothing for, it wasn't really a consistent thing. It was just like, well, I can make a bit of dough quickly and then might have it for a bit and then do it again and stop, do you know what I mean? So it wasn't like I was continually shotting sort of thing.
And what were you doing with the money that you had earned?
Probably trainers, bro. Trainers, tracksuit, bro. She's like, bro. Trainers and tracksuit, man.
What, you're Nike Adidas, man?
No, Nike, man.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know what, to be fair, Adidas has come up still, but I think Nike, man, I don't know, you can't really beat Nike, man.
So you're getting all this, you was getting a certain amount of dough, and you're using it, just being a kid, really.
Yeah, just normal, yeah.
So take me through, let's get back into your football career then.
Yeah. What, as a kid? Or
yeah, so take me through the, like
okay,
for the journey.
So I mean, I think the first club, I went to a little league that was on Clapham. That was good, to be fair. That was sick. There was like 8 teams. It was free. Them times there, it was free, bruv. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is quite disappointing now, because a lot of the kids, their parents might not be able to afford for them to go and play football.
Yeah,
so then they end up on the ends anyway. But that's obviously for another story. But yeah, I played little league, and then I went to Kennington Kings, another team. Then Carib, excuse me. Then I went to, where did I go from there? Oh, Providence.
Did you ever, when you started playing football, did you ever think you was going to be like, was the dream like to be a pro?
Yeah.
Did you actually think that?
Well, this is why it's mad, because although I was doing all these things, I loved football. Like, man would tell me I used to do kick-ups. I walk to the shop doing kick-ups. Man never be on the ends. Oh, look at him, look. And I'll be walking up the road just doing kick-ups all the way up to the shop, man. Like, I swear to God. But so I loved football. But the money, I don't know. If I saw opportunity that's what it was, opportunity for money. If I saw opportunity where I could make something, yeah, I'm on that. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was just, I don't know. For me, I feel like business and hustling is the same concept, innit?
Very.
So I had the entrepreneur sort of thing from a young age, but it was just the wrong things, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, of course.
As opposed to if I was buying something and selling it, buying sweets and selling them in school, stealing them and selling them in school sort of thing. You see what I'm saying? So
Fully get that. So you're playing football.
yeah.
I think a big part of your life, because I guess what I want to talk about for a bit is you're playing football, and there comes a point where football's no longer a viable option for your lifestyle. Yeah. So you start getting into other things a lot more. Yeah. So take me through that sort of scenario. What actually happened there?
So I mean, obviously that's the thing. Like for me, everything's a hustle, like everything. So I'm never just gonna try and make dough from one thing. So for me, like when I went to Brighton for a bit. I was there for the short time, got released, and sort of went from club to club.
What is that like?
Yeah, that was horrible, man.
Because genuinely, many people have these dreams of being rappers, artists, something in front of the media, footballers, ballers, whatever. Yeah. But the harsh reality of it is, I think it's the statistics like 99.7% of people don't make it.
For me, I wasn't at a youth club. I didn't get a proper chance at youth club.
Got it.
Went Brighton at like, I think I was 20, 21, had a trial. They signed me on a short contract. Thought I was doing alright, but there was a few complications. Got released, and then I was just like, and then I went on a trial somewhere else, done well, didn't get nothing. And I was just like, football thing's kind of, it's kind of long. Like I'm 20, 21, playing non-league, and I'm just like, you know what? I'll still do this because there's money. That I'll have that bit of money there. And then obviously other things never stopped. I was always on the lookout to whatever hustle's going on. Like I'm a middleman really. You get what I'm saying? So if someone says, well, I've got that for sale, I'll get that price gone. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So she said that's all it was for me.
That's kind of like being a broker.
This is what I'm saying. This is why now I'm on the right path. I know I'm gonna do well. Like it's not even questionable for me because it's just the same concept. If you hustle, if you're a businessman, you're doing the same thing. You're just maneuvering moves, innit? So you know
I saw something on your Instagram, which is the main real reason why I had to bring you on the show, where you was really passionately talking about kids being on the road and not being, and you went into it like really well. And I saw a lot of people reposted it, a lot of people left comments, and you were passionately talking about why it's not good to be on the roads from your own sort of experience. And I'd like a little bit of a rendition, because the way you were speaking in it doesn't sound like somebody who's just observing. It sounds like somebody who's either been in it themselves or they've got really good or close people to them. So I kind of wanted a bit of a rendition of what you were talking about there, because for me there was that happened, and then let's talk about that for a second. Let's just talk about that.
I mean, like I said in the post, you could take two sort of journeys. You get on the road from 16. By the time you're 30, excuse me, by the time you're 30, like I said, you've possibly gone to jail, been arrested. Loads of different things can happen. Like I said, by the time you get to that age, you start thinking, like, the road life, you can see it's dead. You can see nothing ain't going on. So you think, you know what, let me get a job. But you got no skills, you got no qualification. Like, I was in that position. Lucky for me, I've got people around me that have helped me to be able to do courses and sort of work and not get paid and them sort of things and be able to still get through it. But most man don't have that opportunity, or they haven't got that drive to, because it's been hard for man, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, like you can either go down that route of being on the road and you're wasting your years. You're not, because the skills I've learnt from the road are gonna carry me through in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's that.
But we can't talk just about you.
Yeah.
Because you're an anomaly.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
this
yeah.
is that's the thing that I like.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about in general.
Yeah, yeah.
In general, for most people, it ain't like that.
In general, for most people that take the road life are gonna get to from 15, like I said, from 15 to 30, 16 to 30. Yeah, you're gonna make a bit of dough, a bit of fast money in and out. But by the time you get to that age, you're gonna get a job. It's just a fact. There's not many men that take the road life, and some man invest in business and do okay, but that's a small percentage. Most people are gonna end up in a normal job, and now you've wasted them years. You could be building. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. My boss, his son, he's 14. He's 16 now. For the last 2 years, he's been coming work with us.
That's it.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then now, he's just finished school. He's gonna probably go college, do a 3-year course. By the time he's 19, he's a fully qualified plumber.
That's it.
Do you get what I'm saying? And now that skill just carries him through for the rest of he can earn whatever he wants to earn.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's it. So, with you personally, so there was a time where you're still hustling.
Yeah.
You've obviously got your missus.
Yeah.
You've got your child.
Yeah.
And you're still hustling.
Yeah.
And you've taken more. She's got the professional route.
Yeah.
You're more at home, stay at home dad.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you did talk us through that for a little while. How did you get to that decision anyway? Was it just you as I wear the trousers, this is me, and this is you?
That's how everyone probably thinks, you know. No. You know what it is? It's like, she's going work, innit? She's going work every day. I'm at home. Like, I can't expect that you're gonna come home, cook dinner, do all these things which are the women's roles, which people would say. I'll just do that. So I just started, obviously, it just sort of drifted into that. And then, obviously, when I come off the road, I'm still coming home early from work so I could continue to do them things. Then I mean, it weren't, she decided I'm gonna go and chase my career.
Did you have the conversation? Did you have a conversation when you first
really,
got together?
it's just
because she's always been a go-getter, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she applied for a job, got the job, and then that's it now. She's on her way. She started her journey. So she's going full blown to get where she needs to get to. And obviously at the time,
how did that make you feel?
What, when she's...
Yeah, generally, real talk.
I'll be honest, I mean, bruv, and I'll tell you, bruv, I'll push her as much as I can. Even when I've not got a pot to piss in and she's doing great things, I'm still going to tell you, you're amazing, you're great. I'm not going to... And I've always said to her, like, I'm never going to hold you back. If it gets to a stage where it's that... And that's why I've had to continue my journey. This is one of the main things, because I said to her before, she was like... I said, what did I say? I said, if I didn't start something, me and we would split up. And she was like, nah, you wouldn't. No, we would. And I tell you why. And there's been a few little... She's amazing. Like, what she's done for man is, trust me, it's crazy, bro. But it will get to a stage where it's like, I'm earning that amount of money and she's earning that amount of money. And when she wants to say, oh, babe, let's go out for something to eat, or let's go on holiday, or let's do these things, I can't keep saying, oh, I've got no dough. No dough. You get what I'm saying? So that is one of my main driving forces, bro, because she's doing a madness. Climbing. And she's gonna keep going. So I've got to keep up, bruv.
So this is it, because you have some relationships, where they're clearly defined roles, and if somebody's the call it the stay-at-home parent, and the other person's got the professional career, that's quite defined. Yeah. So the stay-at-home parent earns the dough, brings it in, splits it and spreads it between the family and the household. Yeah. There's something, that made you, because arguably you could have just sat down and gone, this is me. Yeah. The woman did love you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You had kid, maybe two with her by then. Yeah. So you could have just kind of sat down and just gone, you know what, that's it. But I think there's a few things that kind of happened that made your thinking go, life's more than this.
I think they're back against the wall, bruv. Like, just before we come and sat down and we went through the goals. And to be fair, for years, I didn't want to do what I was doing. Bro, like, I'm in my 30s, like, I'm thinking, well, Fred's gonna look at it. It's long.
So this is where I'm coming from.
Okay.
See now, he's loosening him up. You just have to loosen him up a bit. Do you see what I mean? Because that's why I think that the 30 years, the story what you talked about 30, was so fucking real.
Yeah.
Because you're living proof.
Yeah.
Now, no one's saying that like there's different extremes of being on the road, but it's the same fucking concept. 100%. You're not doing something legal that you can fucking go to the Christmas party
and say,
at family and say this is what I do.
That as well. Being around sort of the people, the industry she's in, I mean, it's not, how do I say it? Like, if I'd go to one of her parties...
Bougie parties?
Yeah.
Get out of here, I'll say it, bro. I'll say it, bro.
If I go to one of her parties, I want to be able to say, yeah, I've got a job where I can say it in my chest that, yeah, this is my job, like, do you know what I mean? Because obviously, I'm around some good people that are doing well for themselves, got great careers in that. I don't want to, I'm not, no disrespect to people that drive a van. I would never disrespect people that go to work, but I want to be able to say, yeah, this is what I do. I'm a gas engineer. Do you know what I mean? I do all right for myself, sort of thing.
100%.
Not that people might not look down on me. It might be my own insecurity why I feel I've got to do that. But I want to be able to stand up there and say, yeah, this is what I'm doing. My missus is there, that's what she does, this is what I do. Together, I'm saying we do well.
You're a team,
as a team, that's it, yeah.
Of course. So then, let's get into the actual turning point. Yeah. So, you're, and I remember my missus saying to me quite frequently that you were embarrassed about certain things.
Yeah.
Like, be it financial, be it like circumstances, people you're around.
Yeah.
And I think for me, one of the craziest things that I liked, and we'll link some of the videos to it, was you had this ridiculous relationship with your son.
Yeah. Skate gang, yeah?
Yo, we're going to the park. Oh no, skate.
Backwards thing, yeah?
And I'm the boss. Yeah, God.
Man, just out here, knock down Ginger.
Like, you was doing sick videos.
Yeah.
Super. And I thought that was going to be you,
Yeah,
I thought above everything, he was going to go down the comedy route and be like an RS.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
You showed me RS. Do you know what I mean? And I thought he was
yeah.
going to go down that route.
Yeah.
Now he's got a hairline like Lescott. If so, I'm gonna bring the Mac. I don't mean no desktop.
So what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Well, why are you in my room?
What are you doing? I just hear all this music and you're wearing mummy's ties on your head. Does she know you're wearing her ties on your head?
Huh?
Dude, are you a cross-dresser?
Bruv, I'm trying to do this rap thing, yeah? And now if I was called anonymous, now everyone's gonna know who
I
I am.
don't care what you're called. I don't care if you're called chips or burger. I don't care. Why are you wearing mummy's tights on your head? That's what I do care about.
Do you wanna go bang for bang?
I'm not fighting you, man.
Yeah. And then I think, not to put words in your mouth, but I think something, I remember you coming to me
Yeah.
and you saying something about you want to be a role model for Caden.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, okay, now we can get to
do
work.
something. Yeah.
The why is strong enough.
Yeah, that's
because up until then,
it was.
if there was a move that you could do,
I'll do it.
You would do
That's
it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
you would do it. So for me, when that happened, like that catalyst for me was like, okay, he has definitely made his mind up.
Yeah.
That is, he now wants to do something properly. So what do you reckon was the leading point to that?
I mean, you know what? I'll be honest. It's probably because nothing was going on. For months, I was grafting, trying to pattern things, not getting no dough. I'm like, nah, this is long. And then I remember Caden saying, he was half questioning, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? He was asking me a few questions. I thought, nah, I can't be telling him that because he'd be thinking that's all right. Like that's what I want to do. I'm trying to say because he looks up to man, so he's gonna want to do what I'm doing, innit? And then I said, like I said, nothing was going on. Weren't making no dough. It was like the stat was low, bro. Bills were coming out. I'm like, oh, this is mad. Then I remember I paid my bills, and then I had no P's, and I was like, nah, I can't keep. Nothing's going on. I ain't made no dough for 6-8 months. Wow. Nothing. Like normally I get a little something here, something would happen, innit? Nah, no money. I thought, you know what? Nah, I need to do something.
I think that's really important to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, it's not consistent, is it?
No.
Did you ever get like consistency where you could go, no, I'm going to live off this?
I did at one stage
Really?
because I had a nice, and I thought, you think it's gonna last forever, but what? This is the problem. What happens is, yeah, you get a stack. Like 80% of footballers go broke in 5 years, innit? Yeah. So brothers have got 100 grand, 200 grand. They think they've made it. They think they've made it. But what happens is you're living a lifestyle, innit? So I remember a stage when I was probably spending like 60 to 80 pound every day on just food, going gym. You know how it goes, going gym, getting the food. Might have to buy some, whatever, like petrol, this and that. And then when the money's not coming in, but you're still spending £80 a day. You get what I'm saying? Because you're so used to doing that. So now your stats just going down. You're thinking, oh, something happened, nothing ain't happening, your stats going down. That's it. And now you're broke. You go, bruv, you go broke. Well, it depends what you got, but you can have money and go broke so quick on the road. Because it comes so fast.
100%.
Anything that comes fast is not sustainable, bruv. You get what I'm saying? So.
And would you say that you had brethrens around you that were on their bits as well, and any experiences happen that made you think, fuck this is again, not asking you to go into detail about who, but was there certain things that happened that made you go, fucking hell, like that?
Things have been happening.
Oh,
things
really?
have always happened.
Really?
Brothers are going jail for this, going for that. And like I said, when I got to like the 30 stage, even though I was still doing bits and bobs, I was just like, nah, this is long, bruv. Like you go in bed, you might hear the door, or you're thinking, what? Is that feds? I don't want to live like that, but that's long. Like, who wants to live like that? Obviously, you get used to it because it is what it is. But if you could not have that, it's a better sleep, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Of course. So then, let's talk a bit about our relationship.
Yeah.
So our misses know each other.
Yeah.
They were best of friends. They had the connection that they both had black boyfriends. Unless she's gonna be cussing bad words now. And long story short, we got introduced. There was an instant connection. We got on really, really well. I remember the reason I've got a lot of respect for you is when I was absolutely doing a madness. There was very, very few people that actually said to me, "Why am I doing it?"
Yeah.
And from then I knew you were different. I knew you were different.
Yeah.
Because if I would go out and drop 10 bags in the night, champagne, everything of that nature, everyone just had a great time.
Yeah.
But you would actually pull me to the side. And I remember not even just once, it was you and Bradley, the only two people that I really say did it often and would talk to me on a level.
Yeah.
So from then I kind of knew that this road thing that you were doing wasn't really the choice of where you wanted to be.
Yes, yeah, of course.
So let's just talk a bit about our relationship back in the day.
Yeah.
A few maybe memories, things that happen. Because ultimately, it got to a stage whereby you come to me, we done some stuff, but everybody knows I get asked for mentoring all the time. And I just don't have there has to be a certain energy I feel from someone.
Yeah, of course,
do you know what I mean? So just talk a bit about our relationship back in the day.
But in regards to the money,
did you think I was pompous?
No, you know what it was? It's like, it just, for me, when man's out, and don't get me wrong, it's nice to show people a good time. It's nice to, if you can do it, it's nice to do it. But there was times when I thought there'd be girls coming and trying to jump on the tape. They're not, where you going? Like, move, man. Like that used to wind me up. But you'd be like, nah, it's all right, nice. I used to be like, oh, why are you spending this dough, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I would tell man, like, I'm not gonna. I'd rather if you didn't like the fact that I told you that, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
If you was to be like, I'm not gonna chat to you because you don't. I'm alright with that because I'm being real with you, innit? I'm telling
100%,
you why you spending all this dough. I don't care how much dough you got. Why are you spending all this money? You get what I'm saying? Like I'll be real with man. So I'm always gonna be like that. But in regards to like, I don't know, man. Like I think when I first came to you, and you like when man sat down, that was it, bruv. I knew that was the start of, you know, I have to do this, bruv. I have to do it, man.
So let's talk about this. Obviously, one thing that was is quite known about me, I was really focused on goals. However whatever madness I did, the truth is, I was a very, very high level achiever in everything I did. Like, and whatever I did, I think that for me, one of the inspiring things is, like, I was showing a lot of people what was possible. And I had the same message, goals. So when you came and actually sat down with me, you made the decision that you wanted to really turn things around. You wanted a bit of structure. we sat down and we went through pretty much routine and goals.
Yeah.
How was it like hearing that? Because up until then, I would doubt you would have had much structure.
Yeah, I hustled, innit? Any hustler, you get out every day, you're looking for dough, that's it. That's all you really care about is money. Like, how am I going to get dough? What am I going to do? How am I going to get... And then, like I said, nothing was happening for me. And I remember coming to him being like, I need to do something. I need to. And yeah, we sat down, we went through the goals.
Do you remember some of the advice? Don't give away too many, James.
Yeah.
But do you remember some of the things we actually discussed?
Yeah.
Talk to me. What was he saying?
Well, I remember that you had there was family, what family goals do you want? What relationship goals do you want? Fitness, mindset, all of the, like there was, obviously we done like a brainstorm of all the, I still got it in my house, come on, bro.
Send me a picture. We'll
yeah,
link it. We'll link it. We'll link certain
of course,
parts.
man. And yeah, I remember just brainstorming, man, and leaving you and thinking.
How did you think? How did you feel when? Because up until then, has anyone shown you about breaking things down and brainstorming that way?
Not really, nah.
So how did you feel getting all this new information about plan, family, relationships, all these different sectors of your life? How did you feel? Genuinely.
At the start, you sort of think, is
skeptical?
Yeah, because it's you get. I remember you showed me The Secret years ago, and when I applied that sort of to my thinking, obviously it's hard to do it continuously. But when you applied what they teach you in The Secret to your thinking, it's like, okay, yeah, things are actually a bit better when I feel like this and when I think like this. So when you showed me the goals, I was like, okay, write down a few of them. It's like when you got a goal, you got a plan now, innit? You know what you're doing. You're not just getting up and I'm just gonna get up and go to work. Like for example, when I was at Cafe Deli, yeah, or a company I was working at, a driving company, I used to start at 5 a.m. I used to get up at 4:15, yeah. But I knew already, I was already writing down my goals by then. So I knew when I'm getting up at that time, I didn't want to get up. But I know where I'm going. I know what goal I'm reaching. So then when I left that company, I used to get up at 4:15 to study. But I had my mindset of, I used to get up and work for someone. So if I'm getting up at 4:15 now, I'm working for myself, it's okay. So do you know what I'm trying to say? That molded me to get ready to get up at that time. Where at the time I didn't know, but I thought, I'm just getting, I'm tired, I don't want to get up at this time. But because I had my goals there, I knew at some point I'm going to have to get up at that time to work on myself. So, do you know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about a couple of the goals that you had.
Yeah.
Because I think it's really important. Your goals were your goals.
Yeah.
You weren't looking at me,
yeah,
what I had or any other person.
No,
you really...
Can't do that,
what were some of the goals that you'd set for yourself?
No, to read, I had to learn, not...
Mate.
I say I learned to read. My reading was, I'd read, but it'd be slow. It'd be like, and I'd just be, can't concentrate because I'm just bored. I remember
you said it, bro. I remember you said to me, I'm not a good reader.
No,
do you remember? Because I said that's what you're going to have to do.
I have to be able to read, yeah.
Study.
And I knew during the course, I knew I'd have to learn to start reading and start studying that. So yeah, like I said, I'd be reading slow, but I just keep doing it. And then it's like when you set a target and when things start going well for yourself, you start thinking, okay, maybe I can do more. So now I'm at the stage where it's like anything literally is possible, like literally. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I know if I want that, you can't. The thing is, you can't just write down a goal. I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want to be rich. It doesn't work like that. I want to be rich, but every day I'm going to do this, and it's going to get me to that richness. Or when I was trying to pass my course, I said to myself, I used to write down, tomorrow I'll be up at 4:30. Tomorrow I'll be up at 4:30. I know if I get up at that time and study every day, I'm going to pass the course. So passing the course is the end goal, but me getting up every day are the steps I've got to take towards reaching that. Do you get what I'm saying? And I passed, obviously, to get to understand.
So let's not jump too much. I might even edit that bit out. Let's not jump too much. Yeah? Because what I really admire is I gave you a lot, which a lot of people would have seen as a complete lifestyle change. And when you're addicted to anything, drugs, alcohol, sex, lifestyle, breaking that habit can be a challenge. Yeah. Can be a challenge for most people. And it's the reason why most people don't do it.
Yeah.
And with me, I came and gave you a radical one.
Yeah.
Get up, the read, whatever, whatnot, a few other things to do as well, training, things of that nature, keeping the mind fresh. And ultimately you adopted it.
Yeah.
Now, first I want to talk about the goal that you had, which was the you wanted to be a
Gas engineer.
gas engineer. Yeah. Why did you think that particular course?
No, you know what? So originally, like I said, I was sort of coming off the road, but I thought I can't just work at it because I was when there weren't nothing going on, I went back to a job that I was at before, and that was the first time I've only worked and not had nothing on the side. So I'm earning a normal person's wage, or whatever. That's gone. I'm doing a week's work. That's gone on bills, more or less all of it. So I was like, right, I need to do something that I know is going to make dough. My brethren was he used to do services, he used to service boilers. He said, listen, take this course, it's good, like it's quick, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, cool. Signed up for the course. I think it was like $2,500 by the time you finished it. I think you had to pay 500. So I started the course, but then they changed all the criteria and there's like, right, you've got to go and get 800 hours of work with a company.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what they had to do. So at that time, I was still working, getting money, doing delivery driving. So I'd finish that. I'd start at 5, finish about 1, go and link my brother and Billy, and just follow him around doing the service. So I thought I could do all my hours just doing that. So I could work, go and link him, and just get all my hours done. And there's like, no, you've got to be with a company and doing it all properly, innit?
Wow.
So I was ringing. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna have to leave my job and just go at this. I know I'm not gonna get paid. I know I wasn't gonna get paid from a company because I got no experience. So I was ringing around a few people, and then anyway, I ended up getting this company. They said, yeah, they take.
Was that just because that's a really big thing, man?
Yeah.
Was that decision, that sacrifice? Was that a hard decision for you?
100%.
Yeah.
No money, bruv.
Wow.
Oh, bruv, bro, like I've had to bare man's help. I'm not gonna lie. I've been able to go to man and say, well, let me fire bills, and then I'll pay. Like obviously, I've still got man I've got to pay back, which is man invested in me, innit?
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So
100%.
anyone I owe, I'm stand up in it. So I'm not gonna. I know I'm gonna go on and do well. I'm not gonna go on and do that and man know I owe money. Oh no, forget. No, I've got. For me, that's the first thing I've got to do. I've got to be paid everyone back. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want no one to be able to say, oh, that man there didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, that it was like 5 months. I'd say, brother, I'm going in every day. Because I'm an apprentice, I'm getting sent to the van, like maybe 20, 30 times. Imagine I'm a big man, you know. Go to the van and get that. Go to the van. Not that he's disrespecting me.
But it's just what it is.
The guy who taught me is amazing, bro. Like he's taught me well how I should do my job and how I should do it properly. You get what I'm saying? But I'm what was that, 34, 35? For the first year working with this guy, it was hard. Because he was like an old school, like, fuck, you know, you've done that wrong, fuck, like going crazy at me for doing things wrong. And I'm like, oh, this is pressure, bro. I'm not getting nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Do you know why I absolutely love this? Think about what you're saying.
I know.
Because when it comes to a goal, most people, like you're not 20, 18, where it can just be like, oh, whatever. You're living with your mum and the dad and that sort of shit. You've got to take some real sacrifice.
Bruv, but the first year was, bruv, it was.
Was there ever moments you thought, fuck this, I'm not gonna do it?
I mean, like I said, I think my main drive is my family, bro. Like I said, I don't. I know I'm now. Obviously, we've had this, you know, the virus and stuff to sort of slow things down. But at the minute, like the last few weeks that I've been doing a few private things and bits and bobs. So I know where I'm going. Like I know where I'm picking up, and I'm on my way forward. But like I wouldn't have been able to had lived the life I lived or had the job I had, a minimum low paid job, and me and Mum, we wouldn't have. I don't think it would have lasted. It wouldn't have, because she's doing so well. I want to have nice things in life. I want to do nice things. You get what I'm saying? So imagine I wasn't doing what I was doing, and I'm trying to hold her back now. Oh, why do we have to do? Oh, I can't afford that. You get what I'm saying? After a while, she'd start being like.
Did you ever feel like at any point? Because obviously your missus is doing well.
Yeah.
She's building. Do you know what? I could just fuck all of this. Like getting shouted at, working for free. Yeah. You're still getting up. I take it you're still following the system.
Getting up early. Yeah. Because that's the thing. I'm working for free and I'm trying to learn this trade, but then I'm studying at the same time. But I'm not academic. You see what I'm saying?
It's like
I'm
so many
doing-
chips are stacked up against you.
That's it, bruv. That's what I'm saying. Literally, and like I said, like in regards to doing plumbing and that, I couldn't even. I'd have to. Hopefully, I can find this picture. But there was a time I was using the grips and I was doing them the wrong way around, and my boss looked at me like, "What are you doing? You don't know how to hold grips." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Give me the grips," and he showed me how to do it. And I remember I took a picture to remember how to hold grips, so I'm not going to make that mistake again to look like an idiot. But bruv, I started from the trade I'm in and what I'm doing, I didn't know anything about any of it. I just started from, and I didn't even mean to go into plumbing. I thought I'd take this gas course and it'd be quick and I'll be earning, I don't know, £700-800 a week doing services. But they changed the criteria, so I was sort of pushed into doing plumbing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't even know that. You know?
No, yeah, I had to. It's just a company I got with. Do you know what I'm saying?
So then, let's talk about, because I remember you're doing all this studying.
Yeah.
Like you said, you weren't academic, so
Yeah.
you had a. What I'm getting is you had a lot of reasons to just allow it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or use excuses.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of people
Of course.
do. Yeah.
I think it's hunger, man. If you're not hungry enough, bro, like, I just feel like you're either
which is
gonna do it or
different.
you're not.
Which is, do you know? That's different from passionate. Being hungry is different from being passionate.
I think it's, bruv, it's you know what it is? It's people that hustle, bruv. Brothers that really hustle, when your back's against the wall, bro, you're gonna come out of it, bruv. 100%. If you're not really built like that, you're gonna crumble, man.
Sure.
Like I can't crumble, bro. Like there's no way I was gonna crumble. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just had to, I just had to keep going, man. Just had to keep going.
So talk to me about this actual course, because I remember it was like, even for somebody who was academic,
Yeah.
it
No,
would
it's
have been
hard still.
it would have been a challenge, right?
Yeah.
So what was that like, and then taking the test? And I remember the video. We got to get the video up of the day you passed.
Bro, listen, I cried my eyes out, bro. I literally like. So basically, we had like we had like I remember, obviously I was just, we had these practice sheets which I'll just read over and over and over again, just constantly reading them. Because I'd read something, I didn't even know what I read. I'm reading it, but I don't know what I'm saying. So for me, I had to read it over.
Speaking Spanish.
Yeah, bro, exactly. So I'm reading this over and over and over again, and then and I remember at the test we had like these practice questions. So they said these are practice, but they gave us the answer to it. Weren't nothing illegal. Do you know what I mean? They gave us the answer to the practice questions. So what I done, I got the answers. There was like 250 questions and answers. So what I done, I got the answers, and I read them like, but there's 250 here. I must have read them about 100 times each, cause
No way.
I swear to, yeah, I just said, but then a lot of the answers, when I got to the test, a lot of them would sort of it weren't worded exactly the same, but it was similar. So I remembered, I've read that now. I've read that 100 times or 50. I've read that so many times. It weren't because there was 100 answers in the final exam, but a lot of the things that I'd read were similar to the questions that I'm getting now. So I've read it so many times. All right, cool. I know that. I remember that.
Did you feel confident going in?
Yeah, I did. No, you know what it was? Like I said, because I know that's the goal, I've worked so hard, I've got to get to that. I have to, bro. Like, I went in there feeling confident. It was hard, but my mind was telling me that you can't fail this. You've done too much. You've got up at 4:30 every single day. There's no way you're failing this exam. Do you get what I'm saying? And even when it got hard, I was like, don't worry, you're gonna pass. That's what I kept telling myself. And that's reading as well. Reading's key, man. Reading's key, bro. Certain books I had to read when I was doing certain exams to get my mindset in the right place. Listening to certain people on YouTube and all them sort of things, it's key. Them things are important, bro.
Because some people will hear this,
Yeah.
And I love that you're saying this, because
Yeah.
ultimately what you're saying is the preparation you had gave you the confidence,
100%.
where it was like there was no.
I'm not gonna fail.
There is no. Yeah.
100%. There's no. I wasn't even thinking I was gonna fail. And even when it was, bro, like it got. There's the guy that actually takes the exam. He purposely, like Irish brother, puts pressure on you. You get an answer wrong. Flip. So it's almost like they make you feel that pressure. But then at the time I was reading, was I reading? The Chimp Paradox.
Chimp Paradox.
So it's like yeah. So I was like,
Professor
okay,
Steve
yeah,
Peters.
he wants to be the alpha male in the room, that's fine. He's shouting at me, that's fine. But in my head, I'm just telling myself, okay, I'm passing. I don't care how you're acting or you're trying to put pressure on me. It didn't matter because I knew I was going to pass. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is the importance of reading so bad.
100%.
Imagine you never had that.
No.
Imagine what you could have been feeling.
Yeah, I would've
Somebody else's
anxiety
stress,
or-
the anxiety, all of it. So you're getting massive benefit from reading,
100%.
preparing your mind,
100%, man.
and ultimately it's making you say, "That's it.
That's-
all of this that I've
It
done."
does, yeah. I have to get the result now because that's the goal there, and these are the plans that I've set out every day for me to hit that.
Do you believe that having a goal system like that really? Do you think? Okay. Do you think that you could have done that without it?
No, not with. The thing is, I mean, when you like, obviously you have like I said, you have the long term goal. Then the daily goals get you to that long term goal.
100%.
If I ain't got that, if I ain't doing this daily, yeah, I could have gone and took an exam. I'm not saying I definitely wouldn't have passed, but it's your whole mindset. It's everything. It's not just about. Yeah, I can just go and take an exam. It's not about that. It's like, well, I've done all of these things. I'm getting there. This is it now. This is the exam. I'm gonna go in there. It's gonna take me 3 days. I'm definitely passing. And that was my mindset, and that was it.
It's mad. I say to my son already. I say to him a lot about football. I say,
Yeah.
get yourself to a level where your brain doesn't question you anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's it. Everybody's own
That's
enemy
what
is
it
the
is.
mindset.
That's what it is.
It's your
Exactly.
mind telling you that you're not good enough. It's your
Yeah.
mind telling you it's
Yeah.
going to be a struggle, challenge,
Yeah.
whatever.
The mind controls everything,
Everything.
yeah.
Everything. So by practicing and learning certain principles
Yeah.
and also doing sacrificing,
Yeah.
what happens to the mind is the mind goes, I'd be mad, like mental,
Yeah.
to do this if I wasn't going to succeed.
Yeah.
And after a little while, you get to a certain position where your brain just starts to work from survival mode
Yeah.
to abundance mode. It actually starts to go and get what you want for
Yeah,
you because
yeah.
it's like, there's no point in, Carl wouldn't be doing this
If he didn't want to get that.
Like,
That's
it would be mad.
Yeah.
Like, and we know he's not crazy, so
Yeah.
we're going to start giving him and we're going to start looking for ways. Even like what you said, like, some people would have read that book, The Chimp Paradox,
Yeah.
and got a completely different feel from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But you read it and you're like, so he needs to do this. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to leave him. So
Yeah.
it was like water off a duck's back. Done.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And then you're able to go in there. It's 3 days, isn't it? You said
Yeah,
3
yeah,
days you
yeah.
did it. And did you find that immediately?
Yeah.
So, because I remember seeing the Instagram, we got to link it, man. We got to link it.
Oh,
We got
bro,
to link
you know
it. Tell
what?
me the
So-
feeling.
Oh, I've never felt that emotion, bruv. It was crazy, bruv. Like, so, I mean, yeah, it was the end of day 3. It was like 4:30. So some people finish it quicker. Like, it's a 3 day, you might finish it in 2 days. Then probably not a day and a half, probably 2 days minimum. So I remember I'd done the last thing. And one of the guys was like, yeah, go on, you passed, get out of here, get out. But he's cool, like, the brother's cool, but he's purposely trying to put you on pressure. I was, yeah, get out of here, get out, you passed, well done, right. Then he shook my hand, yeah, and then in the classroom, you got like, the guy that's completely opposite, who's so nice and so like, helps you with everything. So I've gone in there, yeah, I've passed, yeah, cheers, man. Some of the boys are in the class. So I remember about a year and a half before that, we was all in the classroom and 2 boys coming smiling, yeah, we've passed. And I thought, I need that feeling, man. I need that, bruv. Year and a half later, I've gone there, yeah, cheers. Walked out the room, bro. Like, it's like, I just started crying, bro. Like, it was, bruv, the whole of, I was just like, obviously, when I'd done the video, that was after, innit?
Yeah.
Like, but it was literally that, the weight, it just lifted off my shoulders, man. Like, I've done what I've set out to do now. Obviously, now I've got to get another goal, but this here has been like, last year not getting up early, not going out, not buying nothing, not having nothing, not buying my missus present because I got no money. Bruv, it was just like, oh my God, it's done. Like, and my body just went,
The release.
cried, bro. But it was-
Cathartic energy.
Oh
God.
man, it was so sick, man. That feeling,
The
bruv, I swear.
cathartic
And I remember I was watching one of them influential people online or whatever, and I remember them saying people should search for that feeling of achieving something, bro. Like, after I got that, it was like, nah, there's more. I've got to do more now. Like, I know the pattern. Get up early, work hard, stick to the plan, and that's it. And I can get that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Do you know what I
man.
think is the sickest thing about that? Yeah. We've obviously got a mutual friend
Yeah.
and he's going through a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And ultimately,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah. He will get that feeling now.
And it's
He
the
will
same
get
thing.
it. Yeah, he will
and,
get that.
And the madness is, do you know what I really like about it?
Yeah.
When you get that feeling,
It's
like transferable.
you
know that you can always turn it on.
That's it.
So you know when you're not turning it on, you're like, okay,
This
I-
ain't-
this
this
ain't-
ain't
this-
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
that,
yeah, that's
exactly
right.
that.
Yeah.
And I think that feeling, for me, is what I would love to give to every single
Yeah.
person in the world. Whether
Yeah.
or not you use it
Yeah.
after you know how,
Yeah.
fine. That's down to you.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that will think it's so much more
It's
to
not,
success
man.
than
It's-
that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
And the madness is the next goal you do,
Yeah.
which will be a next step, bigger,
Yeah.
will be the exact same fucking
Yeah,
process.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even the thing is, even the little things, like the little goals, when you hit them, they feel good, man. And that's why I think like it's like even like the daily goals. If you got daily goals and you're hitting them on a daily, but you just feel better about yourself. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Like I don't know, man. Like boy, for me, it's never something I'd never do. I want it I would love my missus to do it because if she did, it'd be
Should be gone, like different level.
yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, it'd
Silly.
be crazy.
Silly.
It'd be crazy, man. Caden, at some point I'll get him on it.
100%.
I think I need to for myself. I need to. But there's some things I've written down that I'm waiting to just show, man, innit? Because I've written them down already, and it's starting to happen, innit? It's for Caden still, but I written them down a long time.
100%.
Long time I threw things in the air like, right, he's gonna start, and now things are happening. I'm like, yeah, this is sick.
That's the thing about energy. Like energy is so transferable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's so transferable. And this is what I was going to go on to. You've passed now.
Yeah.
What was the relationship at home like between kids, missus? You've come back now. You've
Bro, I
passed.
felt like a hero, bro. Like I felt so sick, bro. Like it was like even like, cause you know what it is. Obviously, I've been with my missus long in it, yeah. So I've done like, I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna start that, and she's been on my back for years. Oh, what are you doing? Why aren't you? And so when I started this course, for her it's probably just like, oh, I can't start it. So like almost sort
Because
of.
let's face it, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did start a lot of shit.
100%.
A lot.
bro.
And people can lose faith.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. I'm not surprised. Like, she would probably tell me now because it's not a big deal. She probably would have told me before. She probably did think it was just like, oh, he's
Phase.
Yeah, it's another thing he's doing. But for me at this time, it was more than that. Like I knew, this is it, bruv. I used to drive with my brethren in a car to college, and just be like, if man don't do this, that's it. That's my relationship done. Like that's my fam. Not saying it definitely would have happened, but it's more than likely would have happened.
You made it real in your own
I
head.
had to, bruv.
You have. Do you know what? Like, I say this all the time, and it's really important that people understand this. People work off two mechanisms. One is desire for gain, and one is fear of loss. Yeah. So one is the carrot,
Yeah.
and one is the stick.
Yeah.
Now, most people would do so much more for fear of loss than
Yeah.
desire for gain. It's just
Yeah,
the way we're
yeah,
wired.
yeah,
What
yeah.
survival instinct.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask people, what would you rather do? Go out and earn 25,000,
Yeah.
or protect 25,000 you had
Yeah,
saved.
yeah.
Most
Yeah,
people would
protect the money they
protect
had.
the
But
money.
that's
they
gonna
had.
go anyway. Like you're gonna, yeah.
Listen to how you're speaking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love this.
100%.
I love this now.
That's- yeah,
I love
yeah,
this
yeah,
now.
yeah,
But most
yeah.
people would say, "Well, I'd rather protect
No,
the 25.
yeah,
I've got it.
yeah,
I'd rather
yeah.
protect the 25 rather than go for the venture and get the new 25."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when you're saying that and you're speaking about like you taking the risk and now
Yeah.
being in a position where you're like, okay. For me, it's just it's like I think the most exciting part of it is the
Yeah.
fact that you've done that,
Yeah.
and now you've got the actual process as a skill in your head.
That's it, man. It's like I said, I know where I'm going in it. Like on a daily basis, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm gonna achieve. I know what I've got to do to get there, and it's like it gives you purpose, bro. It gives you purpose in life. Like I mean, I don't know about people's health and mental health and all these sort of things. I don't. Most people have probably got some sort of mental health in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like people don't know what they're doing in life. Most people are getting up. They're going to a job that they hate. They're only earning enough money to pay bills, and they're just in this
Cycle.
rat race. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, where do you find your sort of happiness? Or I'm not saying people can't be happy living that life, But it's like they don't know what they're doing. You
I
don't know
don't
where you're
think
going.
people can be happy living that
It's,
life.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it at all.
That's what I'm saying. But when you
I
get,
think you can disguise for a little while.
yeah,
I think that you can genuinely feel like, okay,
I'm
things,
okay with
things
it.
are okay.
Yeah, but it's like I said, that time when I was working, getting paid and paying my bills and having like maybe 40, 50 quid left over from a whole week's work, I was like, nah, this ain't for me, bro. This is not for me, man.
So for one of my points, because it just jogged me,
Yeah,
like I said, the desire for gain
Yeah.
and the fear of loss.
Yeah.
And I think what some people don't understand, which I think is really key, is sometimes you have to lean into the pain.
Yeah.
Lean into the fear.
Yeah.
Because
You
you
have
were
to.
like, maybe your missus would have stayed with you,
Yeah.
and she would have just loved you for who
Yeah,
you are.
yeah.
And yes, you'll be frustrated. Yes, you might not have felt good yourself,
Yeah.
but maybe she's there. But you made it so real in your head
had to be,
that
man.
if it wasn't, so you made
Brother.
yourself have a fear there.
and imagine, I remember I was messaging you, and I've got it written down on a piece of paper at my house. Imagine this is exactly a year ago.
Really?
Now I mean, only because of COVID things have slowed down, but I would have definitely been in a much better position. Was meant to go be for this year for her birthday,
yeah.
and things would have been alright. I'm not
Was we
gonna
meant to be there now?
No, yes,
Was
this one
meant to
said
be
her
there now,
birthday
innit?
was it either today? Yeah, today. We were
Yeah.
meant to go there. But last year we was there, and I remember I was talking to you, and I was like, I need to get back up, because I knew I'd kind of fallen off. Like I'd passed my course, and then I sort of got comfortable again. Like I'm not really writing down goals. I'm not getting up early. I'm just sort of I've fallen back into that sort of thing. And I remember I was in Ibiza, I'm messaging you. I'm like, bro, I need to come see you. Like I need to get back on it. And I was telling you a few bits and bobs about. I was like, I'm on holiday with Anne, and she'd paid for like 4 holidays now. So I'm like, and you was like, you messaged me back, and you was like, bro, she's had enough. And that was it. I wrote it down, bruv. I had it sticking on the wall, bruv. She's had enough, and I was like, nah, it hit me, bro. Like I was like, bro, that's mad. You've basically spoke. I know she wants to say that, but she for whatever reason she hasn't said it. I can feel that she's had enough, but you just, bro, she's had enough, and I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm getting on it, and I got back and I got on it, and do you know what I mean? Things are moving forward again, bruv.
So do you know the sickest thing is, because the lessons that I hear is so good, like you're a proper student of it. I regularly talk about it, because it isn't the typical, I've got musicians around me, footballers, all that type of stuff, and they're going for a different. You wanted a career.
Yeah.
So it's not as if what you're saying isn't something that 50 youths could aspire to. Do you know what I mean?
100%, bruv.
Like the chances of you doing what you're doing, forget the mindset, but I'm saying the availability for it is there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's so
100%.
inspiring. There's actually something that I'm creating that I'm going to talk to you about.
Yeah.
But it's so inspiring. But what I like from it is that you understood that you could have just gone, I just want all the money and all that sort of stuff, and that might have worked. But what you added to it was the fact that, I'm going to lose my missus.
Yeah.
Even to the fact that you printed, I didn't know that. You printed out my message and you was like, nah, I need to lean into this pain.
I need to see that. Yeah, I need to see that
to
regularly.
keep me going.
Yeah. So when it was on my wall, so I'd have it like, you know, like because I don't want to get up at 4:30. I don't want to get up at 4. Don't get me wrong. When you're doing it consistent, it sort of becomes habit. But every day you're tired. At 4:30, you're tired, cause. But you think, nah, I've got to get up. So I had it, brother. I'd wake up, alarm would go off. Oh, I don't want to get up. Then I look, she's had enough. And I'll think, nah, man, she's like, oh, fuck it. And once I'm up, that's it, I'm studying, I'm ready, let's go, man, work out, and I'm saying, bruv, I'm ready, man. But I needed that, bruv. I needed
so
that, man.
sick.
I
It's
needed
so
that,
sick.
bruv.
It's so sick. So let's talk about life is starting. You're starting to get sort of, because I remember there was a time where you got full-time employment. So you passed, you got full-time employment.
So what happened? So I obviously the company I was with, I was sort of within the whole. After I was working 3 for 5 months, then I started getting a bit of dough, not great, then a bit more, and then I passed my course, and I was gonna go in and say, I want a bit more dough in it, and it was like, and then at the time, there weren't a lot of work, so they said, oh look, we ain't gonna work for you. Cool, no worries, just by that time I've learnt skills now, innit? So I'm alright, and I'm not a learner no more. So I said, no, this is cool. So anyway, I went and worked for another company. When I worked for them for a couple of months, got some more experience, and they gave me a bit more dough than what I was on at my first company. Then after 3 months, they rang me and was like, "Oh look, there's loads of work on again." I said, "Well," but when I'd left them, and that's the one thing I'd done when I was learning, I used to make bare videos. So my boss would be working and I'm just recording him. So I started watching back all the videos, watching back. Because someone said to me, like, one day you're going to get it. Like, the way the plumbing system works, you might not know what you're doing now. Because I didn't go college to learn plumbing and that. They said, one day you're going to get it. So I'm watching these videos, I'm like, oh my, that's how it works. Okay. So then I know more now, innit? So when they rang me back, I said, yeah, I'll come back, but I know this now. I want this money, innit? Which was, they let £50 more than on top of what I was getting. Then before I left, so I was like, cool, then I'll come back for that. Do you get what I'm saying? So I've gone back, now I'm on good money, well I was until the COVID. Then I was gonna go in and say I need more, because the more skill you learn, the more dough you can get, bruv. Simple as that.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing as well, like when I was working this is why I would say it's important for someone to learn a skill, because when I was working at doing van driving, I think there was a guy there, I think he was there for like maybe 20 years or something. And I remember him saying his wages have gone up by like 50 quid or something in 20 years.
Wow.
And I remember after the first year I was there, my wages, they said, they put another 10 on after a year. But it's a no disrespect to anyone, but it's a no skilled job, innit? And all you need is a driver license. But then when I'm doing the sort of work I'm doing now, the money it can just continue going up because I'm learning more skills. I can do more things. Do you get what I'm saying? That now I can go out, I'm going to my job and doing jobs on a Thursday night and getting money, bro. You get what I'm trying to say, bruv? So it's good, man. It's nice still.
So what are your goals now?
So the next move, this is the thing, man. This COVID slowed me, man. I had some. Listen,
Man, I don't want to hear the excuse, but what's your goals now?
I'm gonna set up a business. I'm just gonna be out there, man. Just learning as I go, taking a risk. Like, do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I've done a few jobs.
So are you looking to set up a business whereby you work for yourself, or are you looking to get employees?
No, I'll start off working for myself. It's just like hustling, bro. It's the same thing. Like the concept of it. You see when I'm doing jobs now, the way I'm patterning certain things, bits. The concept's the same, bruv. Yeah. This is light work for me, bro. Like this.
I say this all the time. If the youths were to understand that most of them are sicker businessmen than people.
You got a line.
Yeah.
I'm not encouraging man to have a line, but you got a line and you're making dough off that line. What do you think you're gonna do if you get into a business environment? It's the same, because your mindset is to go and get money and make as many links as you can, but you can do it legally now. So you're going to make these legal links. And me, I've had a few calls about certain things. I'm making legal links, bro. You can't try to say, like, hey, listen, I'm telling you, man, like, I've got no doubt in my mind what I'm going to do. Like, I know what I'm going to be able to achieve. This is light work for me, man.
And the sickest thing as well, yeah, how do you feel the relationship between, because I know it's a big part for you, between you and Caden is now?
Yeah, no, he's lazy still. Well, I say he's lazy. He's not working at my work rate, which I don't.
But I'm talking about now he sees you doing this.
I know it's good for him. He don't show me as much, but he's like, no, Dad, no, I'm glad you're going to work. Like, he knows that. You get what I'm trying to say, bruv? Like, you don't want to be going to see your dad in jail and that, really. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you know how my family is, innit? Like, I play a massive role for my children. So it was like, if that did happen, then it's that could be her career as well gone.
100%.
Now she can't. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. And I think the sickest thing is, now we talk about Caden for a little while. He's on his journey. He's badding it up, bro.
Yeah.
I see Maya Jama.
Oh, no, it's crazy, man. yes.
What?
Bro, I was up, my body was like, I'm watching this, and I'm watching him, and I'm watching what he does anyway in the kit. And I was trying to go, we should do live. Nah, I don't want to go, because I think he was scared of making a mistake. And I said, but it don't, like, no one, the thing is, if I play football and have a bad touch, I'm not going to let that ruin my game. I've had a bad touch. If you do a mix and it's not great, it don't matter, because you can mix anyway. So then obviously done the first one, and then yeah, man, it's just progressing, man. I'm happy, man. I've had me and him, I've had to brack him up, bro. Serious, bro, man. I've had to, man.
I think the relationship between you and him is just so jokes.
Yeah.
It's like even down to the fact that I think one thing that was jokes is he used to wear all your trainers.
Yeah,
and
he wears them now.
now you can take his.
Yeah. No, but you know
put on
what?
his trainers.
His foot's growing so quick. Bruv, you know what? He's size 10. And he's gonna be he's growing out of his 10s already still.
Fuck it, though, that's a mad.
So I said to him, keep all your
trainers
trainers shoes, man. I keep them, man. Yeah, I know. It's
I
mad.
saw it, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
I saw it, bro. So what would you say then, to wrap it up? What would you say as advice for anyone who is out there at the moment probably thinking, you know what, I want to come off this.
Yeah.
I want to come off this path and I want to move to a different path. But I kind of like, this is all I know.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like how you were.
I mean, you got to want to do it, man. The thing is, like I said, I think for me, I went broke, innit? I went broke. So I had no choice. There wasn't nothing going on. I had no choice. I had my reasons why. You got, like, you always talk about your reasons why. My reasons why with my family. I knew if I didn't change what I'm doing or get a career for myself, that might be gone, you know, after a month. But advice I'll give to anyone, man, is just, you got to want to do it, man. You got to work hard at it. Write down your goals. You got what I'm trying to say, make a plan of how you're going to do it, and just keep going, man.
On that note, because you said you want to start your business, have you done it again? Have you started to write goals?
Yeah. I'm back. I'm back.
I'm back.
We have
to talk about this because one of the things on Journey Strong.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we have another conversation in say we do say end of the year, it's gonna be a different. We're gonna be talking about different stuff to what we're talking about now.
I like this
because I know where I'm going. That's what I'm saying. I know where I'm going. So it's not even a thing of like, I can say, oh, in 6 months, and then it's, oh, maybe I might not. Like, I know it's already there. I've already written it down. So I'm just on my way. That's what it is, bro.
It's funny you say that because people always say to me, "What's the importance of goals?" And I think this is where I want to end it because it's so, like, and I don't explain it all the time to people, but when you write a goal, the goal is in your head. Yeah, it's with thousands and thousands of thoughts. Yeah. As soon as you write the goal, it's the first beginning of you actually creating it. Because you take it from something that's ethereal in your mind and you make it material. Yeah. You actually make it real. So it's the first time you actually make something real towards that goal. So I love the fact that you're saying, I've wrote this and now I've wrote what I've got to do.
That's it.
You've done it, now you just follow the steps because you know the pattern.
I know, that's it.
But again, for some people, they could look at it and go, well, I write my goal and nothing's happening.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it enough, man. You could, like I said, you can't just write a goal and not have no action. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. You have to take steps on a daily basis to hit this. Like if you want to lose weight, you can't just say, I want to lose a stone. You got to say, right, I want to lose a stone. That's the end goal. But on a daily basis, I'm going to not eat, or I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna exercise. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
And then you're gonna get to that goal.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. CW Diz.
Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure, man.
It's where can people learn a bit more about your journey, your goal? Are you gonna post stuff about the goals, and as you're doing that, or is it gonna be only about the comedy side? What are you looking to do online?
What, people keep saying, where's the YouTube? Where's the YouTube?
Mate, it's so funny.
I know, man.
It's so good.
You know what I think it is? I feel like I like to do one thing at a time, innit?
I hear that.
When you try and do too many different things, your mind starts. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I've just finishing my garden. As you see, she's had me out there working. So I'm just finishing that. I've learnt to edit a little bit, and that's another thing as well. I sort of feel like I want to be able to go through videos and do things myself, as opposed to, do you know what I'm saying? Because I know what I would want to put in. So yeah, I want to learn that. But no, the YouTube, I'm gonna have to do the YouTube. I'm gonna have to still.
And what is your Instagram for people that want to
CWDIZZ? For anyone who wants to follow me, man, I've got banter for you every day, bro.
Carl,
every day,
man. Love for coming through,
I
my
appreciate
brother.
you, man.
My
Seriously,
third guest. I love the
Thank you,
journey.
man.
I think it's super relatable. I know there's some gems you've talked about, and I think the main thing that I've taken away from this is the raw. Well, two things. One, the way you leaned into the fear.
Yeah.
Like, you made it really real to you.
Yeah.
Which is sick. Sick advice. Most people just run away from fear, so that's sick. And the second is just the fact that you made a decision.
Yeah.
And you stuck with it.
Yeah. The fear thing though, I think like, even now, like, when I'm going to do jobs, I might not let you know what I'm doing, but I'm going there, bro. Like, if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. You only learn from mistakes.
It's the do you know what I love? It's the life skills, and I say this all the time.
Yeah.
When you sort out your mind, and your
That's
self-talk,
it,
the the confidence you get is almost
crazy.
automatic.
Yeah.
I was on, as you know, I was on BBC the other day. I was talking
Yeah.
to Clara, and that's the one thing I said. That's the reason I'm putting out content like this, because when people actually it clicks in their head that they can help their self-talk. Forget everything external. Self-talk.
Self-talk's crazy,
Like,
bro.
imagine. Most people would say, there's a lot of people that would say, make a mistake, they get embarrassed, all this, it's all bad, whatever. You just went, rags, I'm doing it.
I don't
If I
care.
make a
Yeah,
mistake,
that's it.
I'm going to fucking learn from it.
Yeah, that's it.
And you actually mean it. You're not just hearing it and just saying some cliche, it would be cool bars.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's all come from a few decisions and sticking with it.
That's
You
it.
transformed. And how long are we talking you've been on this path for? Genuinely?
Just over 2 years, I think. Well, I started the course January 2018, and March 2018 I left my job and that's it. Let's go. Let's just do this, man.
So within 2 years, you've been able, because like 2 years, and this is key. This is what I want to end on. 2 years, you've been able to completely revolutionize your thinking to a point where you can say you know what you're gonna get, and it's done.
But you know, I remember you saying, if you work hard at something for 5 years, it sets up the rest of your life.
Done.
And I know in the next 3 years, the skills I'm gonna have and what I'm gonna be able to do. That's it. I'm done. I'm cool. Rest of the life. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
On that note, we're ending, brother. That's it. Bap.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
Appreciate you
that
coming
was sick,
through.
man. That was sick. Bro.
I'm
Appreciate
seriously
it, man.
appreciate you
That
coming
was
through,
sick,
man.
bro. Can't
Thank
wait
you,
to
man.
see this.